Welcome, welcome, welcome. CD92.9 Big Room with Bob Moses. Tonight at Newport Music Hall, doors at 7. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Oh, very good. Thanks for coming out. Let's hear a song, and then we'll get into some questions.
All right. This one's called Tearing Me Up. Let me tell you about a little situation. It's been testing my patience, man. She was keeping me up all night. Cause you only get so far reading faces. We were off to the races and I thought to myself, hold tight. You see, there was just this one complication. She was already taken and what was so wrong felt so right. She said, no need to be looking over your shoulder when you could just come over and we could work this out just fine. I don't know what you want from me. You're so careless in my company. Oh, if all that you say is true, there'll be no getting over you. Slowly down playing by rules. If you're a joker, then I'm a fool. I guess there's no catching up to you. If you don't want my affection, don't lie, you're tearing me up. Cause you've got all my attention. I won't lie, you're tearing me up. And I'm trying to tell your intention. When you lie, you're tearing me up. If you don't want my affection, you won't mind tearing me up. It all started with a simple conversation. It was on the making, man. She was talking me up all night. I'm asking if I was only faking. She was there for the taking, showing me that she was all mine. She told me she lived just around the corner. I wanted to know her, yeah, she was making me lose my mind. I didn't know quite what I was chasing. She had my heart racing, and all it took was just one night. I don't know what you want from me. You're so careless in my company. Oh, if all that you say is true, there'll be no getting over you. Slowly down playing by rules. If you're a joker, then I'm a fool. I guess there's no catching up to you. If you don't want my affection, don't lie, you're tearing me up. Cause you've got all my attention. I won't lie, you're tearing me up. And I'm trying to tell your intention. When you lie, you're tearing me up. If you don't want my affection, you won't mind tearing me up. Thank you.
Bob Moses live in the CD92.9 Big Room, your show tonight, Newport Music Hall. The doors are at 7. Your new album, The Science in Between, that single that we have right here on CD92.9, Love Brand New. We're playing that in heavy right now. It sounds fantastic, just like Tearing Me Up does on the station as well. We've got Tom and Jimmy in the studio. And you guys knew each other growing up in Canada, and then you reunited in Brooklyn. Was that a happy accident, or was that supposed to happen?
Total happy accident. Yeah, we ran into each other in a Lowe's parking lot.
Yeah, so if anybody listening to this works at Lowe's, we're still waiting on that endorsement, you know? Because we're preaching the gospel of Lowe's far and wide.
Every day.
So you literally ran into each other and you're like, hey, that thing we were doing before, let's do it again?
We had never done music together. We had an art class together in the latter years of high school, and we were sort of acknowledged the other as the guy doing music, and who was probably going to do it after high school, but for whatever reason, we didn't ever make music together. And then we had studios across from said Lowe's parking lot, unbeknownst to each other. And you had to walk through the Lowe's parking lot to get to the subway. And so we ran into each other. And as you do when you're a lonely Canadian in New York, we went for dinner and then booked a studio session. And then it was kind of like love at first note, And it was like immediate chemistry. And then I think that was a Tuesday. And by the Friday, we were reorganizing our lives so that we could make music together.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a really cool story. I know you have 3 albums out now. I kind of got into y'all with Tearing Me Up. And I heard that song for the first time and I said, that guy is a genius. And then someone's like, oh, it's 2 guys. And then I was like, okay, well, which one is named Bob? Like, does that happen very often, or am I the only person on the earth to think that you are one guy?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day.
Most asked question, I'd say.
How did you guys get to that name?
We were named it by a guy named Francis Harris, who owned the first little independent label we were on called Scissor and Thread. And so he was making these really cool, smoky underground house beats and asked us to sort of feature on it and write a top line. And so once we had done a couple of those, he's like, you need a name. And he's like, we went away and thought about it, and he called us one day and was like, I got it, Bob Moses. And we were like, sure, that sounds cool. And he was like, coming up with a band name is the hardest part about being in a band. And like, once it's established, nobody really questions it. But it was like Bob Moses, the civil rights activist, Bob Moses, the city planner, Bob Moses, the jazz drummer. We kind of like that it was a Jethro Tull, Alice Cooper thing, like one name, 2 people, or a couple people. And so, we just went with it.
Did you have any names in mind that you thought might work before you came up with Bob Moses?
Not really.
No.
Okay. Didn't know if you had like any secret names that you might have wished to have been called.
No.
It all happened sort of so fast that we were just like, yeah, let's just go with it. Which I think, looking back, that's probably like a healthy way to go about it than stressing over every little minute detail,
Yeah. You just focus on the music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's hear another song.
All right. Fading slowly, time erases memories I've made in these nights with you. Somehow wish the world would slow down when I turn the lights out. I finally see the truth. Ooh. Feeling, I can't quite believe it. The time has come. Ooh. I'm leaving you. Don't wanna give you up. There's never time enough. I wanna live like this, 'cause never. Just wanna feel your touch, no need to say too much. I wanna live like this, it's never ending. I'm running out of luck, promises ain't enough. Wonder how long I can go on pretending. Don't wanna give you up, there's never time enough. I wanna live like this, it's never ending. You say there's no use contemplating the path not taken. It's dead and gone. Maybe we could have it our way. If not now, then someday. So I'll keep holding on. Ooh. Holding you. Don't wanna give you up. There's never time.
Bob Moses in the City 92.9 Big Room again tonight at Newport Music Hall. Those doors are at 7. You guys have I mean, it's really great to have someone like y'all in this space because you guys have played super huge festivals. You've played Firefly, Electric Forest, Coachella, Hangout. You were at Wonderbus here last year. That sounded amazing. You played Lolla. You're playing it again this year, and I have to say you guys are at a respectable level. That thing's like an iChart. And I don't have to squint to see your name. So you guys are at a nice level at Lolla this year.
Yeah, that's a big lineup.
Yeah, it's huge. Do you have a favorite festival experience from any of those?
Electric Forest is a great festival.
Yeah.
Like in Michigan, that's amazing. And like if you get a chance to go to that festival, I think it's just an eclectic lineup, and the fact that it kind of goes really late and you can still see bands late at night and they do a really good job of decorating that festival. It's really fun.
It's kind of like you get lost in the forest with all these like crazy installations, and it's really cool.
That sounds awesome. Your Love Brand New, like I said, is right now sitting, I think, at number 5 on the alt published chart. So it's doing really well on the alternative charts. As I said, as heard here on CD 92.9. The album title, which is out now, The Silence in Between, that feels very that feels like a nod to the pandemic. Was this album mostly written then during that time?
Yep, it was. We were building our studio in LA, hanging up the sound panels and like listening to the radio, trying to figure out, how long we were going to be shut down for. So it literally we got into the process of making the record right when the pandemic happened. And, there was a lot of anxiety and fear and uncertainty. Everybody faced that. But for us specifically, it was around, are we going to be able to tour ever again? How long is this going to last? Is our music career over? So a lot of that sort of sense of identity being checked about being two guys in a band traveling around being musicians was kind of had to be reckoned with, and that brought up a lot of stuff. So we poured all that sort of cathartic self-exploration into the record, and it's kind of like you said, it's a nod to that time where like our old life as we knew it ended, and whatever was going to come next, the silence in between that. So, and silence can be uncomfortable, so that's kind of a nod to the feeling of the record and what we were working through.
Well, Tearing Me Up was written on the road, and that was a big hit for y'all, and now Love Brand New is doing very well, and that was when you, I guess, created music in a completely different environment. Do you have now, since you've kind of done it both ways, one that you prefer over the other?
Whenever the good ideas, if they ever come, when they come, we're just happy to get them, If that's on the road or in our bedroom or wherever it is, it's like you're just lucky.
Yeah. Now, I know this is going to sound a little stereotypical because you guys are Canadian, but I am a big hockey fan. Are you guys hockey fans?
Big time.
There you are.
Big Canucks fan.
All right. Oh, Canucks fan. I know they're not doing that well this season.
They're all right. We might get there.
How is it out in Canada? Since you guys aren't doing very well, but you've got Calgary and Edmonton doing all right, I mean, do you root for them or do you not? Is it that hardcore out there?
It all hurts when it's not the Canucks for me. But okay. I got to say, I'm a big fan of what's going on in Toronto with Austin Matthews. I think McDavid on the Oilers is great. Like, I love hockey, and I'll be happy to see another Canadian team do well,
Yeah. I was just curious because we have a hockey team here in Columbus.
Jackets.
The Blue Jackets, yes.
Yeah.
When you guys have a day off, a rare day off, what do you guys like to go see? Baseball games or hockey, or what do you like to do in the cities if you have a day off?
We have a funny story actually about that on this tour, which involves Columbus.
Oh.
So there's a couple guys on our crew that are hockey fans. And Chris, our sound guy, who's awesome, he tried to book some tickets to go see Columbus versus the Bruins when we were in Boston, and forgot to read the fine print that the game was actually in Columbus. So he bought all these tickets. He's like, guys, we're going to the game. And then we're like, wait a minute, the game's in Columbus. We're going to be there in a week. And so then he had to somehow find out how to get rid of the tickets, which I don't know where that ended up, but,
That's no good. That's a shame.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
Yeah. Well,
you win some, you lose some, as they say.
That's what we like to do on our days off, try to buy tickets for games in other cities.
Well, Tom, I read somewhere that you are a sweets fan. So do you have like a favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, yeah.
Because I read something, your brother runs a coffee shop or has a coffee shop.
He does, yeah. That's the deep research you did there, and that's good. Yeah,
Thank you.
Impressive.
Ian brews a mean bean, by the way.
He brews a mean bean.
Yeah.
I love salted caramel ice cream. That's really good.
Okay.
But, you can't just have just one flavor. You got to, buy a few, and whenever
Do you do the combo where you put them all together?
Yeah.
Oh.
I always buy too much ice cream in one go, for sure. But yeah.
I feel like you should go work at like Ben and Jerry's because over there they're definitely like, we can't just have one flavor. We're gonna have all of them, put them all together, and they just made a business out of that.
We got your reps here. Like, let's work on that. Let's get Ben and Jerry
seriously.
involved. Get a Bob Moses flavor.
Yeah,
That'd be
That'll
awesome.
work. Yeah.
Although I would probably gain too much weight to be able to do jumping around on stage every night. But
I don't want to leave Jimmy out. Do you have a favorite?
A favorite ice cream?
Yes.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Big fan of that. Keep it simple, but I love the cookie dough.
All right, very nice. Well, those are really all the hard-hitting questions I had for you today. Tonight, Bob Moses at Newport Music Hall again. Doors at 7. We'll get to hear one more song here.
yeah, let's do it.
let's
Let's play Love Brand New. Girl, this is our town. Backseat with the top down. Got the radio up loud. We're running. We'll drive from the west side on back to the east side. No thrill that we can't find. It's coming. 'Cause we were halfway through. Making love brand new. And if the end comes soon, I'll be here with you. Making love brand new. Love brand new. Run through all the red lights, still up with the sunrise. White lines in the hillside keep coming. Your light never burns out. I don't wanna come down. Can't lose what we just found for nothing. 'Cause we were halfway through. Making love brand new. And if the end comes soon, I'll be here with you. Making love brand new. Love brand new. We were halfway through. Making love brand new. And if the end comes soon, I'll be here with you. 'Cause we were halfway through. Making love brand new. And if the end comes soon, I'll be here with you. Making love brand new. Love brand new. Thank you.
Bob Moses at the CD 92.9 Big Room tonight at Newport. And check out the new album, The Silence in Between. You guys, thank you so much for making the time today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks
All
for
right.
having us.
We're going to send you back down to Control Central.